Welcome to the first AmeriSports podcast. Thank you so much for joining us today. We are so excited to get this started. I'm actually joined here with the AmeriSports co-founders, Brad Stevenson, Patrick James. Really excited to have you here. How you guys doing today?
Good.
Well, doing well. Thanks, Haley, for having us on today.
Awesome. Excited to have both of y'all here. Pick your brains a little bit. So let's jump in. The goal today is to discuss our recent AmeriSports press release that was put out this past week. We're going to dive into all of that, but first, start off with a couple basic questions. I'd love to know, why you came to this community and why AmeriSports, and if you could give a little summary on, where it all started and how you got here. I'll pass it off to Patrick first.
Yeah. Well, So several years ago, we just like any other parent here in the community saw that there was a big need in this community for a good sports complex, multi-sports complex. So that started a journey. Brad and I teamed up and spent several years trying to pull the concept together, and eventually found the right partners and were able to get the building started and constructed. Just really feel like that we needed something close to this community, and really thought it could support what we needed here.
Yeah, definitely. I could definitely say we've seen a lot from the community, being excited that this is coming, needing the sports, and no one wants to travel anymore, from what I've gathered. But yeah, this is really exciting. So now let's jump back to, now that we have some context a little bit, let's jump back to the press release that you guys put out this past week. First of all, love the content. Everything was great. Really loved having everything, up to the forefront for everyone. If you could give, a little rundown on the current construction progress and how that's going, so we can fill the community in.
Yeah, I'll take that one too. So construction's been going on now for just about a year. We broke ground about a year ago. So, the market's been challenging with just a lot of just construction challenges in the market that you hear about. But we've been able to plow through those things and really get a good facility together. It's a beautiful facility. It's going to be really great for the kids. There's a lot of room. Construction's been going, for the most part, as planned. We've had a few delays in the construction process, but we've been able to kind of get through those as well. And right now, actually, this week is an exciting week for us because we're getting all of our utilities connected. We had our electric connected up there today, so that was exciting. We've got lights. It's beautiful. All the painting's going on, so we're starting to get some color to it. So it's really exciting for Brad and I because we spent a lot of time looking at this building on blueprints and drawings. And so those don't give it really the dimension that you really want to see once you get it out there. It's like building a house and you get it built, and then finally you get to see all the colors come in. So we're real excited to get that. A couple of the reasons why we've had a little bit of a delay getting here. One is we've had a little bit of an issue with our air conditioning units. Carrier who we're getting our units from had a big supply chain issue. So those are about to get finished and are on their way to our building. So that will be something we'll need to get open with. And we're about to get our hardwood floors started, which is we're all excited about having these brand new hardwood basketball, volleyball floors. So those are coming in this week. And so we're really, at the final stages here. We're just kind of wrapping it up, getting all the technology connected, getting the paint on the walls, and just really the landscape starting to come together. So it's really starting to get up there. Next week, we'll see the AmeriSports sign show up on the building. So that'll be exciting. I know a lot of people. Yeah, a lot of people have been asking now, which building is that? And we've been able to really show that, be able to show that for them once to get that sign up there. So we're getting really close, really, really close.
That's awesome. Yeah, I would definitely say I've seen actually in the Rock Wally and people going, what's that building being put up? So now they're going to be talking about AmeriSports. With you talking about a couple of the amenities that you're going to have, could you give, everyone a little rundown on, some of the amenities, what you're most excited about that you're going to be having there?
Yeah, so there'll be we're about 66,000 square feet of our total facility, and within that facility, we're going to have 6 full-length basketball courts, 12 volleyball courts. We'll be able to do cross courts for basketball into 12 as well, and we'll have pickleball, and we'll also have a dedicated cheer room. So as far as some of the amenities, we'll have food and concessions. We'll have a pro shop for some of our retail swag. And
Mhm.
of course, we'll have everything will be digital there. Our screens and monitors will all be digital. We'll be able to provide digital marketing, digital displays for our community, for those who want to join us in our sponsorship as well. So, yeah, so it's it's a really nice facility.
Awesome. Amazing things coming to the community. That's going to be amazing.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. So Brad, I want to pop over to you. I want to learn more about, what you're currently doing, how the registration's going, what's that look like?
It looks good. It looks good. There's been a lot of excitement expressed, a lot of people contacting us with questions about what's going on with registration, with the building, with the dates. As you all know, we kind of put out some starting dates on around April the 16th originally for the youth leagues, basketball and volleyball. But and then we've had to say, hey, we're going to be into May before we get those kicked off. So yeah, that's created some questions, and probably if you think about where I've got the most questions from, I would say it might be the pickleball community. So a lot of questions from them. So so that's good to hear too. But just to be clear on where we're at right now, because it can be a little confusing. Okay, so we currently have active registrations with youth basketball league for spring, youth volleyball league for spring, and then our cheer classes, which are starting in May, and then our all-star cheer tryouts. So our all-star cheer tryouts will be starting in late May. And so if you try out for an all-star team and you get on a team, then the team practices then will begin in June. So that's what's live right now today. Now what's coming? What do we got coming? We've got adult volleyball leagues. We have adult basketball leagues. We're going to put out. We've had several inquiries about court rental. Hey, how do I rent a court? We're gonna put that up on the website soon and get that out there for you. We're gonna be scheduling camps and skill sessions. I'm going through some dates right now to get those on the calendar. And that's for both volleyball and basketball. We're going to have private lessons available. We're going to have indoor pickleball programs. We're putting the finishing touches on those. And so all of you pickleball people listening, just hang on, and we're gonna get that out to you real soon. I promise. So definitely before we open, we'll be ready to give you all that information. So
awesome. Well, that is great to hear. I would say pickleball is the word around the world, and we cannot escape it. So why not lean into it? Really. I saw also that I was going to say I saw some comments about how there may be some discount codes going around. Is that true? What's that like? What are those for? Love to hear a little bit about that.
yeah, so we price the leagues at about where we think we need to be on a go forward basis, but we always said on our very first season we're gonna discount those so that because we really want to start the first season as close to full capacity as possible. I do think it's possible that we could potentially sell this season out. We don't know that yet because we still have about a month to go, and let's be honest, most people don't sign up really early, but what I would say to you, if you're planning to play and you haven't signed up yet, please, the sooner you sign up, the better. And in this particular season, I think that's even more important than most because it will allow us to have our people rostered, our players rostered, and we're ready to hit the ground running. As soon as Patrick says, hey, building's going to be open on this day, we can hit the ground running and get those seasons rolling. Yeah. So if we have to wait for a whole lot of people to still sign up before we do that, then that might delay us a little bit longer on getting that season kicked off. Yeah, so definitely. Discount codes, they're in the press release, but I'll rattle them off here real quick. If you're a player playing on an AmeriSports team, and this is a kind of a frequently asked question. If you're signing up as an individual player, you're signing up to play on an AmeriSports team, AmeriSports jersey, AmeriSports coach, put in player 23, $30 off the first season. If you're a coach bringing a team to play in our leagues, and we welcome all of you coaches that want to do that and have your own teams, you will have team if you want to practice once a week in our building and play in the 8 regular season games in our building and the playoffs, then you would use team practice 23. That will take $225 off. And if you don't want to practice in the building, but you are going to play in our leagues, maybe you practice somewhere else. There's some folks that do that. Then it's team no 23. No means short for no practice. So team no 23. Cheer codes. cheer classes, and cheer tryouts. If you sign up for a cheer class, your first month is $30 off, and that's significant because the whole fee is $75, so that takes that down to $45. If you sign up for cheer tryouts, that's about a $100 fee, so that goes down to $70. And you can use that if you sign up for both. You can use that code on both and get a discount on both of those the first season. That's cheer 23.
Amazing. I was about to say that's a good discount, especially getting everyone started, bring it to the community. I imagine everyone is pumped, and I imagine everyone that's signing their kids up for any sport are ecstatic. And with that, so I know you talked about a couple programs that you're going to be having, what you're currently running. Is there any, other events? Is there anything that community can look forward to coming up?
One thing that we recently signed a deal with was Infinity. They're a cheer cheer uniforms, shoes, backpacks, etc., but they're most famous for their cheer shoes. They host 3 cheer combines a year. Now, what's a cheer combine? Well, I should probably ask you that, Haley. You know better than me, but I'll give it a shot. So a cheer combine is where a high school senior cheerleaders can come and they can display their talents, their physical talents, their tumbling skills, etc., and do all that in front of college coaches that are coming there specifically looking for cheerleaders to offer scholarships to and places on their cheer teams. So that's what that is. There's only 3 of those a year held by Infinity. One's in Nashville, one's in Florida, and then one is in Dallas. And we are so proud and happy to announce that AmeriSports will be hosting that one in the Dallas area. So you can go to the.
That's huge. In the cheer world, Infinity basically runs the world. So, I mean, it's going to be amazing. And I think you can check this out on the website. You can go straight to the Infinity website, check it out. All the information's there. And just as a note, you will register via the Infinity app for the combine. So to check that out, head over to the website as well. Kind of loop back to, I want to get both of y'all's thoughts. What is something that you are most excited about for AmeriSports, and, what it will bring to the community, what's going to be in there? What are you guys both most excited about? Patrick, we'll start with you.
Yeah, I've been involved in really the building, the construction side of it and getting us off the ground. So just really excited about, the facility itself. It's a beautiful facility. It's brand new. We've been able to work technology into the application. I think everyone's going to like that. The ceilings are tall. They're 28 feet tall. So that, there's plenty of room in there for volleyball, for basketball. It's just beautiful. The wood floors, we've got 2 colors of wood floors. So it's just going to be a really nice looking facility. We have a lot of space in there for the customers, a lot of places to lounge, to be when you're waiting in between games. And just really excited about really a new facility. It's got, brand new air conditioning. It's got a beautiful parking lot. It's got just plenty of space for everyone to really stretch out. So just been really excited about being able to bring this something new to this community that it deserves. So for me, that's what I'm excited about.
That's awesome. Yeah. The new building coming in, like crystal clean and everything, all the above. So, Brad, before I jump to you, I just want to ask about, in terms of having a ribbon cutting, getting everyone in the front door when it's ready, do you have anything planned for that? What's that looking like?
Yeah, we do. I mean, really proud to be part of the Chamber of Commerce here in Rockwall, really part of the business community. They've been a lot of great assets to us to giving us access to some of the other people in the community. And we have scheduled with them our ribbon cutting, which is going to be on May the 23rd at 4:30. So certainly excited about that. We'll have community business owners and some of the community leaders in here. Our investors will be here as well. So really looking forward to that. So that's our next really big event is the 23rd of May.
We're gonna have everyone out there, big scissors and everything. It's gonna be
Yeah.
So Brad, let me jump back over to you. So in terms of, what are you most excited about with AmeriSports? What are you excited to bring to the community?
So I could say it in 2 words: squeaky shoes. Now, what I mean by that is I am so excited for the day that I walk in and I see a bunch of kids in the building, squeaky shoes on the basketball courts, whether they're playing basketball or volleyball. I see tumbling going on in the cheer room. I see parents watching their kids practice and enjoying themselves. Or I see parents watching their kids compete, parents and family watching their kids compete in the in the league games and so forth. Just that atmosphere is just so much fun for me. I travel around and have with my daughter in particular, who is a basketball player, and various places that I go and watch her play. I just always enjoy that experience. And I'm so excited that we're going to have that right here in Rockwall in a big way, and that I get to come in and see that on a regular basis.
Awesome. I was about to say, having a daughter yourself and being someone in the basketball community, I imagine this is going to be best case scenario. And having everyone not be able to drive, like I said before, getting everyone in the front doors. And I know you mentioned, having the parents there, having them be able to watch. Is there anything, that AmeriSports is going to have that the parents can take advantage of? Is there any events? Is there any, drop your kid off and good luck, I'm going to go out? What's that look like?
Well, we do have one event scheduled, and you'll have to go to the cheer page to find it. It's not necessarily for only cheer people, though, but our cheer director, Courtney Goldsmith, is going to be hosting this on Thursday nights, starting in June. And as it so happens, it's the same night that Concert on the Lake happens at the Harbor. If you're from Rockwall, you're probably very familiar with that and know what that is. So if you were thinking about going to the concert, drop your kids off. We do a parents night out where they can tumble and do things with the cheer coaches and enjoy themselves while you're out either at dinner or perhaps at the concert.
Love that. I was going to say, I know there is a couple options on the website. We have different weeks in June or different dates in June that you can do that on Thursdays. They'll be themed. You drop your kid off, they have a little snack with them, you head over to the Concert on the Lake, come back over. So, we got something for the kids, got something for the parents, getting everyone involved, which is awesome. So I was going to say, in terms of, next steps and getting everyone excited, we talked about the programs coming up. Would you say either of you guys have a program you're most excited about, or do you think that the community is most excited about?
Well, let me start with that one. I don't really know if I have one that I'm most excited about. I definitely, like you've already alluded to, the pickleball community is so excited to have us here. I think the great thing about the pickleball opportunity is that it's just we have an indoor experience. I know that, if you're a pickleball player, some people like that and some may not be so favorable to it. But what's nice about it with us is that, being it's indoor, it'll be a controlled facility. So the weather won't be an issue. The lighting will always be good. Wind won't be an issue, and all those things. So, it'll be great for people to maybe get together and have a regular weekly volleyball session. So those will be exciting. But I like that. And of course, my three daughters mostly played volleyball. So I'm really excited about, having 12 volleyball courts. And like Brad said, I can't wait to get our first event going there where we're hosting a tournament, and just all the hustle and bustle of all the girls running around and, trying to figure out, the league. And we're going to, again, with our digital displays, you'll be able to find out what court you're playing on real quickly. And you're going to be able to know like when it's at, and we'll be posting the scores. And we do have cameras in the building, and so we'll be able to broadcast a lot of the games. So we really have a plan to do that as well. So for those who maybe can't make it, will be able to watch, our, on the website and really watch the games remotely. So whether it's another family member or somebody who wants to watch their kids. So just really excited about, about that part of it. So.
Awesome. The technology portion is going to be huge, especially, family members wanting to watch the game still, setting that link out. That's going to be awesome. Love that. So I think we've really covered a lot, questions, discount codes, registrations, construction, all that good stuff. So to wrap it up a little bit, is there any other frequently asked questions or things that you want to share with the community?
There's probably one other thing that comes to mind, and I have had a lot of people who are a little confused when they see basketball club or club volleyball, and then they also see volleyball leagues and basketball leagues, and they're like, oh, what's the difference? And so I thought I would just address that real quick. If you are playing in a league, you are signing up to play in an 8-game league and then a little playoff at the end. I say a little playoff, it'll be done in maybe 1 or 2 days max, the 9th weekend, assuming we go a full 8 weeks. So your commitment, the time commitment to that is you're going to have one practice a week for an hour, and you're going to have one game a week for an hour. So you're going to spend a couple hours a week on your sport for over the course of those 8 or 9 weeks. So 16 to 18 weeks. If you're signing up for a club basketball or club volleyball, you're probably going to practice somewhere around, you're going to have a season where you practice probably 35 to 40 hours of practice, and you're going to probably go to 8 to 10 tournaments where you play 3 or 4 games each tournament. So you start adding all that up, it's a much bigger commitment of time and energy and effort into that particular sport. So that's the difference between those two. So I thought we should cover that.
Thank you for the clarification. I was going to say that is extremely helpful. I know that question's been coming in from a lot of people. But yeah, I think overall we went through the press release, everything that community is looking for. I think moving forward, this will be a great, coming back to this podcast, learning all the good stuff. I think in a couple we might make this a series, see how that goes, but looking into, podcasts moving forward, if you have any, subjects you want the co-founders to dive into, if you want to hear from our directors, any of that good stuff, please reach out. I think moving forward, our next podcast, I think it'd be great to hear, how AmeriSports got started, how you got here and all the nitty gritty of that. But I appreciate you guys both being here, and yeah, we're so excited to get this started.
Yeah.
Thanks, Haley, for hosting us. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Awesome.